Hello there, it is Anton Ghosh, and today we are talking about Tkinter. Yeah, the T is silent. And Tkinter is basically an inbuilt package for Python for GUI programming. So now we will talk about a few things like what is Tkinter, then what are labels and how to position with grids and stuff like buttons, how do we get buttons in Tkinter and input widgets or entry widgets, and at last we will see how to combine all those things and make a simple calculator, right? So now let's get started. First thing is, what is Tkinter? As it is written, that Python's de facto standard GUI package. So we will use this package for graphical user interface programming. It's not the only one, but it's the most common one. So let's get started. To use Tkinter, all we need to do is import the Tkinter module. So let's go into PyCharm and we'll make a new Python file. Get started. Then we'll import Tkinter. Tkinter import all. It is basically like, we can write this also, import Tkinter, but it is more useful because otherwise you have to write every time Tkinter dot. So from Tkinter, import star is better than import Tkinter. So now we'll see how to get a hello world program using Tkinter. So we'll go back here. Then there is something called root, and tk is the function used to call Tkinter. So now this root is the main window of the program. So when we start this program, root dot main loop, it will run until we exit the program. This main loop is for that only. And now we can give our root title. I will give it get started. Now I will run this. Let's see. Too many black lines. So I will run this program. Also, we will get a window here, user interface, but there's nothing in this. See, we gave a title, get started. So now let's get something here, right? To show something, we use labels. Now I will declare a label inside a root with text is equal to hello world. Yeah, everybody uses example, right? But that's not all. We have to put this text on the screen, right? Basically, if I run this again, it will not show anything because we are not putting this inside the root. So we put this now, my label dot pack. Pack is a function method for packing the items into the GUI. So if I run this again, see, small sized hello world. and it is packed in here. It's the same position. If I give one more example, right, control C, control V, I'm lazy, yeah, one, then hello there. We pack this also, and now let's run this. Yeah, see, hello world, hello there. They have a predefined position. It will stay here only if I use pack. So that's the first thing. Now let's see how to use grid system to put our elements on the screen. Now we just use pack system. So let's go back, and instead of pack we'll use grid. But inside grid we have to give row is equal to something and column is equal to something. Otherwise it will not work. I will just refactor. How to refactor? I forgot. I'll leave it. So if I give it row and column, this one also, row is equal to 1, column is equal to 1. Don't like the yellow lines. Yeah. Let's see what's the problem here. See white space. No problems. Let's see. Oh, something. Oh shit. Here. Grid. Yeah. Now it will work. What happened? Okay. What is the problem? That's not the problem, right? Let's start it. Run this thing. Yeah, it was not running. Run away. See, using grid system, it will have a fixed position no matter how we change this window. Row 0, column 0, then row 1, column 0. There's nothing here. Then row 0, column 1. Sorry, row 1, column 0 is this one. And here it is row 1, column 1. See, that's how we use the grid system. Now we will use now we'll see how to add buttons. Okay, we use buttons everywhere, so it is basically must for every GUI. So now let's see this. Yeah, we'll comment this out. My button, simple, right? It is a button inside root. It have a text of click me. Sweet and simple. And we'll pack it down. My button dot pack. We can use grid also, but I'm just making a button, so no problems here. See, we got a button inside the window. Click me. Nothing happens because we did not give it anything to do. Now let us give it something to do because it's plain, not doing anything, right? So to give it some functionality, we have to give a command to it and define that command. Basically, like calling a function inside the button. Like button takes a command of my click, and now we will define my click How will it be? Let's copy these things. Oh, yeah, my label. Okay, it got packed. Text hello world. My button. Nice. Don't know what is the problem. Reformat. Right? Okay. My label. Okay. Command click. So now every time I click this button, it will write this message here. Hello world. Hello world. It will write here. Click me. Hello world. Hello world. Hello world. Hello world. It will go on and on and on. Sweet, right? Then yeah, and we can customize a button also, like background color is equal to let's say orange in side quotes. Yeah, foreground color is equal to red. Let's see how it is. See, nice button. Orange background and red foreground. That's the BG and FG. So these are the buttons. Now we will see entry widgets. I will again comment this out. We'll see entry widgets. So what are entry widgets? Like whenever we have some form, we have to input something in that. We'll input that using this entry widgets. So let's see now. What are these? Entry is equal to entry. Entry. Oh, yeah. Inside root. No, these will have a width. We can leave the width also. Mm, yeah, just leave it inside root. Entry dot pack. We'll give the width later. We'll see now. Oh, see, I can write something here. Yeah, anything. I am Samson, but we cannot do anything. It's simply a entry widget. Now we can increase its size by giving it the width is equal to something, some value. Let's say 50. See, the width got increased. Yeah. Hi there. We can also customize it just like that. BG is equal to mm, let's say gray, and foreground is equal to let's say white. How about it? Yeah. See, now I got it. Gray background with the white text. Mm, nice. So it's simply an entry widget. Okay. And what there are many functions inside this widget. We can get what is written there. We can use that information for our convenience. So let's bring back this button. We'll use this button again. Oh, yeah. Click me, and In the entry we will give it some text. To give it some text we have to write insert and enter your name, right? And we want this insert starting from 0th position. Now we'll bring back this click me, also defining this my click function text. Okay, so now first let us reformat the file just for convenience. We'll pack this entry widget, this text click me, nice. Let us move this entry widget upwards, so our flow of programming will be okay. Oh, okay, here we will put the entry widget, and inside the my click I will give this text as e entry dot this get function. And get function is basically a function for getting all the values which I wrote in the entry widget. So now let us run this program. Let's see what we get. Okay, enter your name and click me. We get a good one. Let's write my name, Sayanthan. Click me. Okay, we're getting the same text I wrote. Because we are getting the text as entry.get, it will take the values inside that entry widget, and as I click it, it will give me those values. Simple. Now we can modify these values also. Let's give it some good things like hello there, welcome plus entry.get. Just a string concatenation. It will concatenate with my name and I will write inside Sayanthan. Hello there, welcome Sayanthan. Nice. If I give a space here, oh, it will look good. Better than before. Hello there, welcome Sayanthan. Yeah, it will go on. See, we get all these functionalities in just a few lines of code, right? In just some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 9, 12 lines. Actually, just 12 lines I have written. On only just 12 lines, we get all these functionalities. It's very good, actually. Simpler than JavaFX. So now we will see. That's all the basic knowledge we have. Now let us use all this knowledge that we have to make a calculator, a working calculator. So first we'll see a calculator which is inbuilt in our computers. Simple calculator. It have a number 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. This program is very advanced for us, but we'll make a simple calculator now which have basic functionalities. And yeah, let's get started. Just pause here for some time. So now we start again. Now let's make a calculator. So basically we will make this calculator which I made. It's not very hard. It will run. Nothing is running. I don't know why again. Project finished. Okay, sorry. Hmm. We'll make this calculator. Okay, 8 addition 9 is equal to 17, right? Minus 2 is equal to 15. So yeah, we'll make this calculator into 0 is equal to 0 divided by 0. It will give an error here, as you can see, division by 0. So let's make this. First I will make an entry widget is equal to entry inside root. I will give it a width of, let's say, how much I give it here. We'll just copy this and I will explain what is there. So I will give it a width of 60. I give it border width, little border of 2, and I put it in a grid, so it will all be fixed inside something. I give it a grid of 0 0 column span of 4, so we can get 4. Let's see here. Yeah, give it a column span of 4, so it will go through 4 columns, 1 2 3 4, and below that we'll get 4 of these buttons. We are using buttons here. Okay, so yeah, and these are paddings, pad x, pad y. So little padding, we know, we all are familiar with paddings. So then these are functions for buttons, and now we'll be defining buttons and putting them on the screen using grid system. So I will now copy this one. It's a very long thing. Button, yeah, button click function we have to define. So now buttons will be a long video. So now text 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 0, and this add, subtraction, multiply, division, C for clear is equal to button. We have given every button a padding of 40 and 40 pixels through the x-axis and 20 through the y, and we are giving it a command, and we are using a lambda functions so that it will use that function directly. Otherwise we cannot use brackets here. So use the brackets to pass some values. You have to use the lambda function. Now we will position these buttons. We'll give grids. We'll position through grids. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 plus equal to, let us see, and then I will make it accordingly, right? Button 1 2 3, let's say button 1 is equal to button 1 dot grid row equals to comma. column equals to, we'll copy this. So forgot to copy, paste. 4 buttons in one row, right? That's we have 1 2 3 and fourth one here. 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 fourth one here. So yeah, button 1, button 2, and button 3, and button, what was it, subtraction, button sub, we'll give it a row of, it is 1 2 0 1 2 3, it is the third row here. Row, each one of this will go to row 3, each one of these will get a column number 0 2 3, and this will have a row span, I think. Row span, row span, I don't think so. Row span is equal to 2. Like this, we have to position these buttons. I will just copy this now. It is very long if I explain everything. We understand, right? Because that is how we position buttons. Yeah, we position them, and it will look just like this. But we don't have any functionalities now. Let us make these functions so that I can show button click, define button click. Yeah, sorry, define button click. Return will do nothing. Then button add, button subtract, button divide, button clear, button equal. We have many functions, so I will just copy this one. Equally button add, equally subtract, multiply, think divide. It will be equal. This one will be clear. Am I correct? Add, subtract, multiply, divide, clear, equal. Yeah, we have all the buttons now. We have defined those functions, but they do nothing. They just, I have some errors in this. I don't know. Let us see. It's showing errors here. Multiply. What is button multiply? What happened to you? Okay. Oh yeah. Multiply. And any more errors? Subtract and divide. Just wrote sub here. Subtract. If I can type subtract, and this one is divide, I think. Yeah, all cleared up. Now let's run this one. Get started. Yeah, we get the same calculator here also, but clicking these buttons will get errors. It will do nothing, just returning the positions. So now let's add functionality into these buttons. We will define these buttons now, what to do, what they will do. So if I click any button 1, it will pass these values. into the button here, and it will show that inside that entry text box, right? I will now show 8. It will show it here. 787, yeah, plus 96 equals to something. Plus will remove that from there, and it will store it some in some global variable. And if I write 65 plus equal to, then it will take this entered value and take the previous global value, and it will add or subtract or divide anything which I give. And if I click equal to, it will add it. See, it is using that previous value only. If I put minus 350 equal to, yeah, I get something. So now let's make this click. First we'll get this click. These buttons are passing these values 1 2 3 4 to 0. So we'll give it a variable number. I will copy it and I will explain. Current, the current which I am putting inside, which I put inside that entry widget. So it will use the current variable to store it inside that. And then we will delete everything which is inside that entry widget using the delete function, and then we will insert the string value of the current and the number which we pass through these numbers. So let's say if I have passed 1 first, it will show me 1. But then if I pass 2, it will show 1 and 2. See, current is 1, then the number I passed is 2. So it will show 1 and 2. Then if I pass 5, it will show 1 to 5. That's the chronology here. So yeah, not written anything, no need for that. So now what will these buttons do, which have button add, button subtract? So as I told, it will make some global variables. First it is button add, so it will get first number, then it will make it global, then we declare a global function, global variable, and put that equal to the button we pressed. If we pressed plus, it will do plus, so we'll make a variable so that it will be easy for us when we calculate it. Button add will give this, and then yeah, it will remove that number as I will show here again. Yeah, 56 plus, okay, 56 plus, it will remove that, right? If I write anything and plus, it will remove that, but it will store that in the memory. Plus 3 is equal to 9. So yeah, similarly for every button we'll use this example, and we'll change that to minus. Here I will give it multiply. For multiply is this one, star. Now this one, divide. So we defined and declared all those buttons. Now we only have clear. Clear is easy. We'll just clear it, e dot delete 0 comma up to end. Yeah. So now I will show how to do this equal. First we'll take a second number variable dot get, and then if we'll use if statements to check the math, right? If math is equal to double equal to plus, then do first norm, we will insert it, right? We dot insert first num and the second number. Hmm. F num, yeah, first num is F num plus int of second one. Yeah, so let us test this program now. 5 plus 6 equal to, it's showing some wrong answer. 6 clear, it's working. 6 plus 2 equal to, wow, I must have gone some wrong somewhere. Okay, insert this button divide. I don't know what's the problem. uh, I will just copy this and see if there's any difference. Oh yeah, I don't think so there's any difference. Oh yes, I forgot to give this dot delete function after that second number so that it will delete it. Let's start it again. 8 plus 5 equals to 13. Yeah, now it's working. So I told you that if we give the math, we'll check it. We can use a switch statement here also. Let Yeah, you can use switch statement here, if else if. But it's easy to use if, but because there are only 4 math function we are using, plus, minus, multiply and divide. So yeah, that's it. We made a calculator. Let's run this. Get started. Calculator. 5 plus 6 equal to 11 into 3 equals to 33. Divide by 3 equals to 11.0. Yeah, division gives point values. Divided by 6. It's not working again. Cancelled. 11 divided by 6 equals to, yeah, 1.83333333. Yeah, so we have our calculator, simple calculator here. Thank you for watching, and that's all from my side. Thank you.